Right now, somewhere in the world, someone is using ChatGPT Plus, the exact same $20 a month tool everyone else is paying for, and they haven't spent a single cent. Not a stolen card, not a hacked account, not some sketchy Discord seller who disappears the moment you send money. A completely legitimate way that most people scroll right past because it doesn't sound exciting enough to click on. By the end of this video, you're going to know every single one of those ways, ranked from the easiest one that takes about 30 seconds to the one almost nobody talks about that could get you Plus access for months at a time. Stick around, because number 4 on this list is the one that surprises people the most, and I promise you haven't heard about it from anyone else. Before we get into it, if this is your first time here, do me a favor and hit that like button. Drop a comment letting me know which method you're going to try first, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next, because this channel is about to get a lot more useful for you. All right, let's get into it. The first thing you need to understand is that free doesn't always mean the same product with a different label slapped on it. Sometimes it means the exact same engine under a different name, and that's actually where we're going to start, because it's the fastest win on this entire list. Method 1 is simply knowing that GPT-4 class intelligence isn't locked behind a paywall anymore, even if the branding makes it feel that way. Several major tech companies have quietly built free tools on top of the same family of models that powers the paid version of ChatGPT Plus. Microsoft's Copilot, built into both the Edge browser and its own standalone app, gives you access to advanced reasoning, image generation, and web browsing, completely free, no subscription required. Google's Gemini has a generous free tier that handles everything from long documents to coding questions. And there are other assistants out there, completely free, that hold their own against the paid tiers of the big names. The point isn't that these are secretly ChatGPT Plus. The point is that the actual bottleneck most people are trying to solve, getting smarter, faster, more capable answers, is already solved for free if you're willing to open a different tab. Keep this one in your back pocket, because it's the safety net under everything else on this list. Method 2 is trials, and I want to be specific here because most people do this wrong. OpenAI periodically runs limited-time promotions where new users or users in specific regions get a free trial period of Plus, sometimes a week, sometimes longer. These aren't permanent, and they rotate, which means the trick isn't finding the one trial that exists forever. It's checking in regularly. Turn on notifications for OpenAI's official announcements. Check the App Store listing for ChatGPT every so often, because trial offers are often advertised right there in the app description. The people who catch these aren't lucky. They're just paying attention when everyone else has stopped looking. Method 3, and this is a big one if it applies to you, education. OpenAI has run partnership programs with universities where verified students and staff get ChatGPT Plus included at no extra cost, sometimes for an entire semester or academic year. If you're a student, the very first thing you should do is check whether your school email is eligible for any OpenAI education offer, because these programs get announced through university IT departments and student portals, not through flashy ads. It's genuinely one of the most underused methods out there, simply because students don't think to check their own inbox. Now here's number 4, the one I promised you at the start: regional pricing. Here's the part almost nobody explains properly. Subscription pricing for digital products, including ChatGPT Plus, isn't identical everywhere in the world. It's adjusted based on the local economy of the country the account is registered in.
This is a completely normal, standard business practice that almost every major subscription service uses, from streaming platforms to software tools. What this means practically is that in some countries, the equivalent local price for the exact same Plus subscription is dramatically lower than what you'd pay in the US or Western Europe. I'm not going to tell you to do anything that violates any platform's terms of service, and you should always read those terms yourself before acting on this kind of information, because rules do change and vary by provider. What I will say is this: if you happen to know someone, a friend, a family member, in a country with different regional pricing, it's worth asking them what the local price looks like before you assume $20 is simply the price, everywhere for everyone. Method 5 is one that developers already know about, but casual users almost never think of. If you're even a little bit curious about how AI tools are built, OpenAI's developer platform regularly gives out free usage credits to new developer accounts, so you can experiment with their models through code instead of the consumer chat app. Now, that's not literally the same product as ChatGPT Plus, the consumer subscription, but if what you actually want is access to the underlying powerful models for your own projects, research, or experiments, this route gives you real, meaningful free access, and it's one of the most legitimate, sanctioned ways to use these models without paying a subscription fee at all. A lot of creators, students, and small business owners have built entire free workflows this way without ever touching the $20 tier. Method 6, and this one takes a little patience, but it's completely free and often overlooked: reward and loyalty programs. Several telecom carriers, banking apps, and even some browser and productivity tools have started bundling free months of ChatGPT Plus as part of their loyalty rewards or premium account perks. This changes constantly and varies heavily by country and provider. So the actual move here is simple. Whenever you're already signed into a banking app, a phone carrier account, or a productivity subscription you're paying for, take 30 seconds to check their perks or rewards section. People are shocked how often there's something sitting there they never noticed, not just for ChatGPT, but for all kinds of paid tools they're already paying full price for elsewhere. Method 7 is the one that doesn't get you Plus directly, but it might make you stop wanting it altogether. And I say that as someone who has genuinely tested this. The free version of ChatGPT is far more capable than most people give it credit for, especially if you know how to use it properly. The biggest limitation on the free tier isn't intelligence, it's access to the newest model during peak demand and a lower usage cap. If you structure your prompts well, batch your questions instead of going back and forth constantly, and use the free tier strategically during off-peak hours, you can get a shocking amount of value without ever paying anything. Combine that with switching over to one of the free alternatives from Method 1 whenever you hit a usage limit, and for a huge number of everyday use cases, writing, studying, brainstorming, coding help, you genuinely may never need to pay at all. So here's how I'd actually use everything you just learned, laid out simply. Start by checking if you're a student, because that's the single highest value method if it applies to you. While you wait to hear back on that, keep an eye out for official trial promotions by checking the app listing every couple of weeks. In the meantime, lean on free alternatives that use the same class of technology so you're never actually stuck. And finally, go check the rewards or perks section of any subscription or banking app you already used, because that 30-second check has a real chance of surprising you. None of these require you to break any rules, hand your card details to a stranger, or download anything sketchy promising a free unlock. The people who actually pull this off consistently aren't doing anything clever or secret. They're just paying closer attention than everyone else scrolling past the same information. If this video actually helped you, that like button genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you want more videos exactly like this one, breaking down how to get more out of AI tools without wasting your money, subscribing is the best way to make sure you never miss one. Let me know in the comments which method you're trying first. I read every single one. See you in the next video.